How are we doing? Yeah, right. This week I'm going to use these videos to answer the questions which I'm always getting asked by couples who are wanting to book a wedding photographer. I think what happens is you start looking at weddings and then you get into certain blogs and you start looking at magazines and then you ask lots of questions. So I do not mind questions at all. I like them. So yeah, thought I'd answer them. So these ones I've just googled on brides.com, which is a massive directory. So yeah, the first lot are on availability. Number one question is the most important question you should ask. Number one, is my wedding date available? The amount of times I've had conversations with people at wedding fairs and I've been getting so excited by the weddings and then they've said, oh, are you available on this date? I've looked and I'm booked. Absolutely gutting. I don't let that happen now. It's like, right, let's just talk about your date first. So number one, is my wedding date available? It's a yes or it's a no. Number two, will you be the one shooting your wedding? For me, it's always yes. It's me. It's John Steele Photography. However, it's a great question to ask some studios because some studios have a collective of wedding photographers. So you might meet the person who's more of a salesperson and then you find that on the day it's not that person, but you've already built that rapport and relationship with that other photographer. So yeah, it's a really important question to ask. But as far as me, it's me, John Steele. How many other weddings will you photograph that weekend? So I will only photograph one wedding a day. I know people who have photographed a couple of weddings a day, but nah, people should only book one wedding. As for the weekend, a lot of people do 2-3 weddings back to back. If I have to do them back to back, I will, because at the end of the day, I don't want to let customers down, and it's a business, and I want to work as often as I can. But yeah, I'm always sensible. But it's a good question to ask. Will you have any assistants with you on your wedding day? I think that's quite a good question, really, particularly the word assistant. Because a lot of photographers now, some photographers take an assistant where they're just literally carrying a bag or holding a light. I think some people want second shooters, which is fine. There's usually there's a cost with me if you want a second shooter. I think most people do add a cost for a second shooter, but as an assistant, I think it's a funny word. It's a good question to ask, is that about, will you have any assistants? And then will they need feeding? Will they will you have to do anything for them? Will you have to pay them extra? What will be their role during that day? So yeah, it's a good question. I'd certainly ask that one. As far as I'm concerned, I never have an assistant. I can carry my own bag. I don't have someone holding lights. If you need lights, I've got light stands. I've got bungees for them. There's always somewhere to put a light somewhere. And I do most of my stuff as natural light anyway. Not that I can't use flash. And yeah, I think they're the main questions that you need to start a conversation with. Number one, definitely, is my wedding date available? End of. Yeah. So I hope that's kind of helped you, and I will look at some more tomorrow. I think tomorrow's is about background check, apparently. See if anyone's dodgy. Right then, enjoy the rest of your day. Get out, have some fresh air, go to a pub, have a barbecue. I'm out of here. It's been emotional.